Hi, welcome guys, welcome to this video. In the last video we had discussed about how reciprocating compressor without clearance works, and this video we will see the effect of clearance in the work done. Okay, introduction of clearance volume in the work done derivation. We will see what is the difference. But no, it's no the in previous class which we had discussed, in the previous video which we had discussed, is nothing but the ideal condition where in actually we cannot find any compressor without clearance volume. And and it reaches instead of the maximum stroke TDC at a certain distance from the cylinder head. Okay, it could be able to know the piston can move up to a particular distance in the up to a particular distance inside the cylinder, that is the TDC, top dead center, and over that it will not move. When the moment it reaches the top dead center, it has the clearance above the piston, and the volume above the piston when it is in the TDC is called clearance volume, and the piston volume which swept by the piston between the top dead center and the bottom dead center is known as swept volume. This is the picture, compare the work done in PV diagram, PV diagram of the work done of a compressor without clearance and with the clearance volume. It's no self-explanatory by in general. See, if you observe this in the cyan color, which is in the right side of the screen which you are seeing, it is without clearance, and the right hand side of the screen, it's which is in yellow color, is with clearance. The process which undergoes for compression is same in both conditions, that is polytropic expansion, polytropic expression, PV power gamma, which are PV power n is equal to constant, and only difference is the piston cannot travel till the edge of the cylinder head, but whereas it stops at the top dead center. The clearance and the volume over the piston when it reaches the top dead center is called clearance volume. In the in the PV diagram it represents as the volume 3, V3 or Vc. V3 is equal to Vc, and the moment it reaches the top dead center, again the complete air, compressed air, will not be sent out to the in the delivery pipe, and there are some compressed gas trapped inside the cylinder without left out. When the piston moves away from the cylinder head, the compressed air gets expanded to PV power n is equal to constant until it reaches or falls to the pressure P1. At point 4, the inlet valve opens and gas is drawn in. That means gas is induced inside the cylinder. The volume drawn in the form or the point from 4 and 1 or from 4 to 1 is called as induced volume. It is smaller than the swept volume. It is always smaller than the swept volume. Swept volume is nothing but the volume between the V3 and V1, and the induced volume is the volume between V4 and V1. And the mass of air per unit time, that is mass m1 dash is equal to m2 dash and m3 dash is equal to m4 dash. The mass delivered per unit time will be equal to the mass induced per unit time. It is quite obvious from the discussion which we had so far, that is m dot is equal to m2 minus m3, that is equal to mass induced per unit time, that is which expressed as m1 minus m4 dash, and the clearance volume is V3 or Vc. Swept volume is V1 minus V3 or V1 minus Vc. And indicated power, as we discussed earlier, if we replace the mass by mass flow rate, that work done will converted into indicated power. In this formula, it is n divided by n minus 1 multiplied by m1 dash minus m4 dash, that is the induced volume mass flow rate, whole multiplied by R, the universal gas constant, and T2 minus T1, that is the temperature difference. This comes in terms of joules per second or kilojoules per second or kilowatt. And we know that M, mass induced per unit time, is equal to M1 minus M4, and T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1 to the power of gamma minus n or n minus 1 divided by n, polytropic compression. And we also know that for polytropic process, V1 by V2 is equal to P2 by P1 to the power 1 by n. Therefore, the work done for or indicated power for the cylinder or reciprocating compressor with clearance is expressed as n divided by n minus 1 multiplied by mass m dot into R universal gas constant and the temperature difference, that is T2 minus T1. And we also know that T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1. Then we replace this or rearrange the term, we get n divided by n minus 1 into m dash or T1 into P2 by P1 to the power n minus 1 divided by n minus 1. And for compressor with n cycles, number of revolution per minute, if it is equal to n, then the mass flow rate is m into n, kilogram per minute, or in general it is m1 minus m4 into n. That is all for today's discussion. We will wind up with video, and now we will meet in the next video, and we discuss about how the clearance volume and volumetric efficiency affects the overall performance of compressor. Till we meet, take care, bye bye, and be safe.